Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei einer weiteren Demo bei mir auf dem Kanal. Wir spielen The Season of the Warlock. Wenn ihr Edgar Allan Poe mögt oder gute und böse Entscheidungen, dann wird das hier genau etwas für euch sein. Starten wir rein. Einmal die Steuerung. Okay. Willkommen bei der Demo von The Season of the Warlock. Bitte denke daran, dass dies nur ein Ausschnitt eines viel größeren und komplexeren Spiels ist. Die Szene, die du spielen wirst, findet direkt nach der Einführung statt, also hier ein Rückblick. Am Anfang des Spiels gehen Lord Alistair Ainsworth und sein Diener Nigel zur Universität von Edgestowe, wo der Aristokrat einen Vortrag bei der Fakultät für Geschichte hält, deren Unterstützer er ist. Sein Thema ist der enigmatische Waldemar the Warlock, der sein Reich mit eiserner Faust und mit Hilfe schwarzer Magie in der entfernten Gegend Groldavien geführt haben soll. Aber die wenigen, die seinen Vortrag besuchen, lachen ihn nur aus. Seine Untersuchungen sind in den Augen der Studenten lediglich absurde Behauptungen, bei denen es nicht einmal einen Beweis für die Existenz des Hexenmeisters gibt. Lord Alistair entscheidet frustriert, selbst nach Groldavien zu reisen und persönlich nachzuforschen. Nun, alles beginnt hier in Groldavien. Fortsetzen.
These records sent to me from Vastrasia are fascinating. Look, there is a radical drop in the Groldavian population around the supposed date of Gorobek's execution, due to a huge outbreak of red plague. It cannot be a coincidence. Do you understand what this means?
That we moved here for you to do the same thing you could be doing in London.
I do not accept such levels of candor. Besides, since we have been here, I have done nothing but advance my investigations. Every conspiracy is unraveled bit by bit, and this data gives sense to Waldemar's curse.
Okay, welcher Fluch oder niemals der Verschwörung das zuschreiben, was durch Dummheit angemessen erklärt werden kann?
What curse?
What are you doing during my lectures? The Warlock swore he would kill his 3 confidants with the very same weapons he was betrayed with. Kruberjan forsook his leader, embraced the Christian faith, and by means of it spread fear in the hearts of people. Lucanesque made use of his art to propagate a terrible illness in these lands. Surely that red plague. The mob blamed the necromancer, and Arkoff supported the revolt and used brute force to eliminate the dissenters. Do you not see? Everything fits perfectly.
Oh, okay. Außergewöhnlich, großartig oder brillant. Ja, das ist wirklich außergewöhnlich.
Extraordinary. But didn't we come here to find evidence of the existence of Waldemar?
And what do you think this wonderful portrait we found here in such good condition is? I would not have found this in London. Though the style is not synchronous with the Warlock's life, this is most probably nothing but a curiosity. It may have no value at all to any serious investigation. Truth is... Oh, who am I trying to deceive? I'm a fraud!
Nein! Halten Sie durch. Wahrscheinlich muss eine Ihrer Theorien richtig sein. Das erzählt man Ihnen an der Universität seit Jahren. Ja, das wäre schon ein bisschen fies. Mal gucken, vielleicht hat er ja recht.
Don't be discouraged. With your foremost intellect, it won't take you long to make the great discovery for which humanity has been awaiting on edge.
I know you try to cheer me up with your poor compliments so I'll raise your salary, but all this unrelated data proves nothing. I came here looking for wonders, and in all these months the only thing I could call as such is a move without incident. Damn. Where is the magic of these lands? These are just papers.
Nein! Hat er jetzt echt ein Buch verbrannt? Was haben Sie erwartet? Sie haben sich hier eingeschlossen, seit wir ankamen. Oder ich hätte lieber Ihre übliche Arroganz. Zumindest muss ich mir dann Ihr Gejammer nicht anhören. Das ist schon fies. Ja, dann soll er mal ein bisschen mehr weiterforschen.
You should stop being so dramatic and make more effort.
You may be right. I'm having a mental breakdown. Inspiration flees from me. And given the awful diet you make me endure, my brain does not have enough sustenance to face all of these difficult chimeras. Ooh, my head. That bloody migraine again. I need a bath. Maybe thus I can get my thoughts in order and rid myself of the stench of failure I emit. Oh, that's perfect timing. Get rid of whoever it is before I lose my sanity.
Coming! Yes, what can I...
So this is the famous castle.
Hey!
Wer ist das?
I had expected something far worse. Actually, the decoration's very tasteful.
Listen.
I am Lady Florence of Richmond, Countess of Beresford, and the Baroness of Groldavia and Alturia. I wish to see your master. Please announce me immediately.
But...
What are you waiting for? Your master has lived here for months and has still not come to greet me. That is not proper for an English lord, mysterious as he might be. Oh, look at those windows, Lily!
Okay. Okay. Ich bin gespannt.
There's a tradition of welcoming visitors with sweets, though we've never had many visits, so the licorice inside has become a kind of dusty, heavy mortar.
Ja gut, dann geben wir das besser mal nicht. Ich guck mal, ob ich gehen kann. Ich finde ihren Hund einfach klasse. Schielt der sogar?
Those leather sofas are difficult to clean, but they seem to be pretty comfortable. I could never know for sure. My relationship with them is business only.
Oh nein! Das ist schon schön. Okay, können wir sonst noch irgendwas machen?
Maybe I'll clean those someday, but you can never be sure when it will rain with this climate.
Nachvollziehbar. Dann reinigen die sich ja vielleicht sogar selber. Zum Studierzimmer? Porträt, das
Some
schaut so-
ancestor of the Masters. I think it was this one who ordered peacekeeping massacres centuries ago.
Friedenserhaltende Massaker, ja, das ist besonders sinnvoll.
Some relative of the Masters, with a funny bonnet. It is difficult, though possible, to say funny and master in the same sentence.
Oh, wie schön. Was haben wir hier? Zu meinem kleinen Zimmer. Zur Küche. Und da oben zum Studierzimmer. Okay.
Lord Benedict Ainsworth II. The Master's father, I believe.
Ich liebe jetzt schon die ganzen Details. Und der Master von uns, der sieht halt wirklich so aus wie diese alten Porträtbilder von Edgar Allan Poe. Ich find's so geil. Richtig cool. Ich spreche
Her
nochmal mit ihr.
splendor is a light in the darkness of this castle.
What are you looking at?
Nothing, nothing.
Okay, können wir noch was anderes mit ihr machen?
Are you still there? I told you to announce me to your master. Do you speak my language?
Nee.
Please announce me. I'm an idle aristocrat. I don't have all day.
Ja, aber ich würde mich gerne erst
The Master
umsehen.
is in his room, up the stairs to the right.
Ja. Am
Two of
Vor-
those relics the Master insists on buying. I don't know how much dust has accumulated and how much is an actual part of them, so I've decided not to clean them.
Fleißig. Ich habe beschlossen, sie nicht zu reinigen.
The
Schön.
Master is in his room.
Ja.
The Master is in his room, up the stairs to the right.
Ja, okay, dann müssen wir noch
That's
weiter
the
nach
coat of
rechts.
arms of the Master's grandfather, a Scottish ship tycoon. I guess the ships remind him of where his fortune comes from.
Ja, dann schauen wir mal, dass ich weiter nach rechts gehe und dann schauen wir mal nach seinem Zimmerchen. Zum Ballsaal? Wie cool.
The Master is in his room,
Ja.
up the stairs to the right.
Ja, komm, dann gehen wir nach hier. Da ist er ja gar nicht. Oder doch? Oh,
I heard voices. Who was that?
Some lady who insists on seeing you. She introduced herself as the Baroness of Groldavia.
To me, she is like Countess Bathory. Get rid of her. Tell her I am... I don't know. I'm not in the mood for showing courtesies to an old harpy.
Well, she's certainly not old. Maybe you should have a look.
Oh, for God's sake, how can I concentrate with a hysterical fossil howling down there? Make her stop.
Right away, sir.
I am sure Archimedes did not have to struggle with this misfortune. Anyone can be a genius that way.
oh mein Gott, da haben wir direkt Fanservice. Da sitzt er in der Badewanne. Dass wir das sehen, das ist so lustig.
The Master says there's an Asian belief about water having memory, so soaking in it until you're as wrinkled as a raisin helps absorb knowledge. I prefer higher grade liquids to draw inspiration from, and I'd rather dry clean. It stoically bears hours of the Master's never-ending self-deception.
Oh Mann.
The only salt I know of is in the kitchen.
Badesalz. Was haben wir denn hier noch Tolles? Shampoo. Ach!
No more suffering shampoo. Avoid lice, chemical burns, eye lacerations, and the more than probable permanent sight loss other shampoos cause. Usage. Apply dry, rub, and immediately rinse. Attention, do not exceed the recommended dose or application time. It can cause hair discoloration and hyperseborrhea. Vanilla perfume.
Okay, können wir das auch ihm geben vielleicht? Ja, wahrscheinlich nicht.
Did you get rid of that howling gorgon yet?
It's not as easy as it seems.
Do I have to do everything myself in this house?
No, just enjoy your bath.
Finish this as soon as possible.
No.
The master usually asks me to put one on his face while he bathes to open and purify his pores. This one's already wet. Who knows what he's rubbed with it?
Okay. Haben wir mitgenommen. Ich will auch die Schere. Okay.
With these, I cut the master's hair. Though I confess I'm tempted to use them in another way.
Ah, will er ihn abstechen oder wie?
The
Interessant.
master forces me to keep it alight day and night. Yes, firewood grows on trees, but it's poor Nigel who must go and fetch it every day.
Ach, wie schön.
It's big-headed and devious, just like the master. It's a squatting figure with a tense expression. Ironically enough, it smells quite good.
Interessant. Ich möchte mir noch mehr anschauen, bevor wir uns um die Frau kümmern.
In spite of those funny ears, it possesses a sinister look. I don't know how the master can sleep with this thing looking at him.
Das hat Hasenohren, das ist ja irre. Was haben wir denn noch Gutes?
The master sleeps some 12 hours a day. Nothing to be surprised at, since he has such a fluffy mattress.
Ja gut, was haben wir hier noch Gutes? Ja, vielleicht kann ich die Frau ja irgendwie ablenken mit meinem ganzen Prüttelkram, den ich hier so sammle. Zur Halle? Ja gut, dann machen wir das mal. Was ist denn? Der
I heard
Hund?
screams, milady. What happened?
My little Lily, he fled from my arms and ran. Oh, he must be lost now. Who knows what might happen to him in such a big castle?
Don't worry, the castle is not as dangerous as it may seem. I'll find him safe and sound, I promise.
Thank you. You are an angel.
Ja, aber wirklich. Was haben wir denn hier noch?
2 beasts with dragon heads, goat horns and lion bodies. Despite how they look, these are probably the nicest things around here.
Ja. Wir können sogar nach draußen.
Behind those doors is a barren plain that separates us from human warmth. I have nothing to do there right now.
Ja, wer will schon das Haus verlassen? Da hat er recht. Dann schauen wir mal, vielleicht ist er ja zufällig in den Ofen gelaufen.
Oh my god! He must have jumped into the grinder, lured by the chicken liver of the master's puree.
Oh mein Gott. Ich hätte nicht richtiger liegen können. Das Vieh hat sich umgebracht. Scheiße.
A treasure of great recipes. This book has been with me since I first stepped foot in a kitchen. It's taught me everything I know. It's like a Bible to me.
Okay, kann ich das auch mitnehmen?
A treasure
Nein.
of great recipes.
Okay, Hühner.
2 fine specimens. I would swear there were 3 yesterday.
Hat der Hund vielleicht vorher ein Huhn gerissen? Oder darunter
My
geklaut?
trusty tools.
Ja. Ein ganzer
Oh, I'm
Schweinekopf.
eagerly waiting to put you in the oven.
Mehl.
Primal element.
Okay, was ist mit dem
I was
Fisch?
ready to cut it into pieces right when I was interrupted.
Ja gut. Haben wir sonst noch was? Bodentopf.
The star of a multitude of tasty stews. It's a bit hard, but I'm keeping it. You could prepare a good soup with it.
Ja, oder Frikadellen,
The
ne?
master says he doesn't understand how I can eat rotten cheese. He doesn't know it's the penicillin that gives it such taste and flavour. Ah, the king of cheeses.
Okay, an die Regale können wir so sonst nicht. Und an die Schubläden? Hühnerleberpüree.
It's the master's favourite dish. In fact, he almost exclusively eats that. It must have a special appeal to vermin.
Er hält seinen Meister also für Ungeziefer. Interessant. Schrecklich geschlachtetes Tier. Ja, was machen wir damit jetzt?
Lily? Hey, pretty thing. Are you okay? Does that mean yes?
Er steckt noch... Er hat gehustet, genau. Gebellt. Kriegen wir den irgendwie da raus,
It's
oder?
half rusted. Even if it's of no use for cooking, maybe I can find another use for it.
Ich habe ein Gefühl. Ich habe ein Gefühl.
I don't understand how that makes sense, but the master always says my capabilities are limited.
Ich habe das Gefühl, wir müssen das gleich in den Topf pressen. Könnte ich mir vorstellen. Hühnerleberpüree, eine Schere, nasses Handtuch, Shampoo. Wie kriegen wir den da raus?
It's going to take plenty of guts and then some to erase the evidence of what happened here, but now I must focus on preventing the Baroness from discovering it.
Wie soll sie das denn nicht rausfinden, Mensch? Ich hab keinen Plan. Aber der hat doch vor allem noch...
I can't understand how poor Lily could turn the crank and end up like this. It seems like something a ghost came up with.
Ach, die Kurbel wurde sogar gedreht. Dann war das hinterher noch die Baroness selber. Das wäre ja was. Okay, ich kann den untersuchen.
It's half rusted. Even if it's of no use for cooking, maybe I can find another use for it.
Okay.
It's the master's favourite dish. In fact, he almost exclusively... It must have a special...
Ja, das hatten wir schon. Aber soll ich das jetzt kaputt schneiden oder wie?
By the gods! The very idea makes me sick, even though I've been in the service of Lord Alistair Ainsworth for quite some time.
Oh nein. Aber was tun wir jetzt? Das ist eine gute Frage. Ich kann ja schlecht irgendwas aus den Sachen hier zusammenbauen, das so aussieht wie... Oder kann ich? Kann ich vielleicht...
I for one tend to act with purpose.
Ja, ich wollte jetzt den Schweinekopf nehmen und Hühnerbeine. Und den Fisch.
I don't understand how that makes sense, but the master always says my capabilities are limited.
Okay.
It's a good one. I had to sacrifice 3 Christmases in order for the master to buy it.
Okay, was können wir mit dem machen?
Lily? Hey, pretty thing. Are you okay? Does that mean yes?
Ja, er hat ja gebellt. Er hat gequietscht. Wie kriege ich
At
den jetzt
least he
raus?
died with a full stomach, and then he ended up being part of the same paste he was digesting.
Okay. Vielleicht finde ich ja hier irgendwie einen Teller oder eine Schüssel oder so. Wobei, vielleicht kann ich den Topf ja irgendwie damit kombinieren. Testen wir das mal.
I'll think about what to do with all these when I've solved my problem with the Baroness.
Ja, aber was soll ich denn mit der Baroness machen?
I, for one, tend to act with purpose.
Ja gut, also ich soll jetzt erstmal mich um die Baroness kümmern. Was sag ich ihr denn? Ich hätte ja Chilischoten.
It's an extremely spicy variety from Ceylon. It has to be handled with great care.
Ich hätte jetzt echt gedacht, wir müssen jetzt irgendwie was zusammenbasteln, damit ihr nicht auffällt,
Have you found my Lily?
I'm on it.
Find him, please. He was a present from my late husband. If something happened to him, I would never forgive myself.
Uh-oh.
Ja, aber jetzt ganz ehrlich, wer sollte das Tier denn auseinandergenommen haben, beziehungsweise die Kurbel gedreht haben?
It needs a good tune-up. But as the master hasn't left the castle since we arrived, I've just been postponing it.
Haariger Kritter. Ich kann den fertig machen, dann sieht er genauso aus.
There's a little predator hidden under the carriage. That would explain the disappearance of the chicken from the kitchen. Come here, pretty thing. Ow! That beast almost tore my finger off. He seems hungry.
Jetzt weiß ich Bescheid. Wir nehmen erstmal die Hühnerleberpastete und geben die ihm. Dann kommt er und dann schamponieren wir den Kleinen.
Chew, little guy, or you're gonna choke.
Wie süß! Aber der sieht genauso aus. Der schielt nur weniger. Okay.
He seems to have eyes only for his food. It's a good moment to act, with precision and stealth. Easy, friend. Wow, he must think I'm trying to take the food I gave him myself. It's better not to get too close without a physical barrier between us.
Okay. Ich packe einfach den Topf über ihn. Haha!
Tamed, submissive, the lamb fought the beast and won. Damn, I'm starting to speak like the master.
Oh, der hat das wirklich gut gemacht.
Come with Uncle Nigel. Now that he's not hungry and sees I'm not going to hurt him, he's quite docile. In the end, I'll grow fond of him. It's what happened with the master.
Jo. Ach, der ist aber wirklich süß, der Kleine. Okay, schmutziges Ungeziefer mit ekelhaften Haaren. Okay, dann schneiden wir erstmal die Haare. So, Haare sind geschnitten. Jetzt mit einer tollen Frisur, das ist ja wunderbar. Kombiniere ich Shampoo mit... Echt jetzt? Okay. Shampoo und die tolle Frisur.
I used all the shampoo. I have to remember to buy some more.
Ja, perfekt. Okay, jetzt müssen wir es nur noch auswaschen. Dann nehmen wir einfach das hier.
I have to submerge him in water in order to rinse him. The towel is wet, but not enough to rinse the animal.
Okay. Okay. Okay, dann haben wir jetzt... Was haben wir denn hier noch?
It was
Heu?
my bed when we moved into this filthy place. Though my bunk in the cupboard under the stairs is made from hay, so I guess it still is. Idle wasn't a bad roommate, but his flatulence grows worse the older he gets.
Oh nein. Ja, und dann liegt er genau davor, ne?
Good old Idle. Before the weight of the years took its toll on him, he was more talkative. But sure enough, he's always been a horse.
So, haben wir hier sonst noch irgendwas, was wir uns angucken können? Nein. Okay. Dann gehen wir zurück, würde ich sagen. Wie komme ich denn zurück? Hierher? Oder hier vorne? Ich weiß nicht. Zur Küche, genau. So, ich brauche Wasser. Woher bekomme ich Wasser? Soll ich... Ich kann ja schlecht... Ne, hier ist auch wirklich kein Wasser, ne? Ist das vielleicht... Ne, das ist kein Wasserfass. Dann... Ich kann ja schlecht an das Badewasser, oder? Oder ich gehe einfach an das Badewasser. Wie wär's denn damit? Kann ich da schon rein? Ich würde mir gern alles anschauen. Oh mein Gott! Das ist heftig.
I should consider myself lucky to have 2 pairs of shoes.
Will er die nicht...
I was
sauber
cleaning my shoes when I was interrupted by an absurd assignment out of nowhere, but there's so little left to do. Someday soon I'll finish.
Study, Hall, Bookroom, Bedroom. Okay, leere Flasche.
It's empty, but I keep one for emergencies.
Ja, nimm die mit, bitte.
It's empty, but I keep one for emergencies.
Weil dann hätte ich theoretisch aus dem Badewasser was abzwacken können. Das wäre vielleicht ganz praktisch gewesen für den Hundelamm-Ersatz. Schrankinhalt, was haben wir
The
denn
place
hier?
I keep my clothes when I'm not wearing them. The threadbare percale of my uniform has little in common with the soft and delicate fabrics of the master's suits.
Ja, das glaube ich.
It's
Heizung.
lucky I have it here, and a shame there's not even an ounce of ventilation and I have to sleep in fear of suffocating.
Oh nein. Okay. Wo bekomme ich jetzt Wasser her? Ich würde
The
auch...
Master's study. I'm not allowed to enter unless he requires me.
Ach, interessant. Das hätte ich jetzt nicht gedacht.
It leads to a great ballroom for large receptions, though the only receptions there for a long time have been held by spiders.
Ja, dann betritt es doch und vielleicht kannst du es dann ja putzen oder so. Ich weiß auch nicht. Okay. Also, ich denke, wir können jetzt das Wasser abzapfen. Oder ich stecke da einfach direkt den ganzen Hund rein. Ersatzhund. Ja, das war aber auch ein hässliches Exemplar. Das war der Wahnsinn. Wunderbar. Ich feiere das, wenn sowas mit eingebracht wird. So, Badewanne.
The Master won't take his eyes off me, and I don't think he'd approve of that idea.
Ja, wieso? Dann sind 2 Hunde in der Wanne. Hab ich nicht gesagt. Okay. Okay. Was haben wir denn hier? Badesalz? Wie kann ich den denn da rauslocken? Wie kann ich den denn da rauslocken, sage mal?
The Master tries to recover from his episodes of frustration by having relaxing baths. He's been spending quite a lot of time in the bathtub lately.
Ja. Wie kriege ich dich denn da raus, sage mal? Ich kann das doch bestimmt nochmal nass machen, oder?
I don't understand how that makes sense, but the Master always says my capabilities are limited.
Hä? Du hast doch selber gesagt, es ist zu trocken. Wie soll ich das denn nass machen, sage mal? Ich kann den nicht direkt darunter packen.
What are you doing with those scissors? I'm not due for a haircut today.
Oh, nothing. I just thought...
Thought? Huh. Stop wasting your time and come rinse my back.
Someday I'll do more than just rinse your back.
Er möchte ihn wirklich in der Badewanne, ja. Sagen wir jetzt ermorden oder sexuell angehen? Ich bedecke mal die Augen.
Oh, that is better.
So, jetzt nur noch unter Wasser drücken. Dann hätten wir das auch erledigt. Ich wasche das jetzt. Ich meine das Tier natürlich, nicht den Master.
You need your nails trimmed, Nigel. But do not stop.
Ah. Ja. Okay. Was haben wir mit ihm gemacht? Okay. Jetzt ist es da. Dann können wir doch direkt runtergehen. Wir haben den Ersatz. Ja. Wie komme ich nochmal raus? Wo war der Ausgang? Ich glaube hier vorne, ne? Das ist verwirrend, dass man nur manchmal diese Ecken sieht. Zur Halle, genau. Und dann verarbeiten wir den Kleinen gleich einfach zu irgendwas zu essen. Okay. Ich habe dein Tier. Sieht aus wie vorher.
He's almost ready. Only the final touch remains.
Was für ein Final Touch? Was für ein Final Touch, sage mal. Okay, soll ich das nochmal?
He's perfect as he is.
Was fehlt denn? Ach so, das hat... Ja. Die Kette von dem Ding. Die Leine. Genau. Halsband. Final
Really?
Touch.
I think that's more than circumstantial evidence.
Ja. Komm, machen wir das Tier fertig. Kombinieren. Bitteschön. Sieht aus wie vorher.
A new life awaits you in the arms of a woman who will fulfill you with hugs, kisses and love. Damn vermin. I envy you.
Oh Mann. Ach, ist das schön. Ich würd ja das sehr lustig finden, wenn ihr verstorbener Mann das genauso gemacht hat. Ach, ich muss ihr irgendwas schenken. Dann gebe ich ihr doch einfach ein getrimmtes Ungeziefer. So. Bitteschön, da ist es. Wohlbehalten zurück.
Oh, you little devil! there you are.
Yes, he's been naughty.
You won't flee from Mummy's arms again, will you? Do you know if your master will keep me waiting much longer? My feet are killing me.
And at your feet I bow.
Wie er geht!
Lord Alistair Ainsworth, scholar, gentleman, researcher. At your service, milady.
Pleased to meet you, my lord. Since you arrived in the region, you have been the talk of the town.
Is that so? Truth be told, that is no surprise. It is difficult to maintain anonymity when you're constantly celebrated.
Everyone wonders what kind of a lunatic would come live in this place of his own accord. Now I can say a rather gallant one in my eyes. I admit that meeting you has made the wait worthwhile.
Indeed, that is something I hear often. Although I must say that if Nigel had told me I was making a raven-haired angel wait, I would have hurried.
But you will make me blush.
And so I shall punish myself. I am not worthy of your rosy cheeks.
Oh,
But tell me, milady, what help could a humble bookworm offer an esteemed woman such as yourself?
oh, do not underestimate yourself, Lord Alistair.
Believe me, he doesn't, usually.
You are dismissed, Nigel.
As you say, my lord.
While out walking Lily, I could not help but come in person to invite you to our Calends of May celebration. It's the most important festival of our humble region. We would be honoured by your presence. We will celebrate this Saturday, the night of the 30th of April.
The most important festival in Groldavia is held during the night of Walpurgis, and this year it is a Saturday, the Witches' Sabbath. Coincidence?
Pardon?
Oh, no, nothing. I was just thinking aloud.
Ah, of course. I forgot, you are an intellectual.
Okay, was feiert man bei diesem Fest? Laden Sie jeden persönlich ein? Wissen Sie etwas über übernatürliche Phänomene? Oder ich danke Ihnen sehr für Ihren Besuch, aber ich bin gerade sehr beschäftigt. Dann würde ich sagen, ich frage von oben runter, wenn das hoffentlich geht.
What curious local occasion does the festival commemorate?
I'm not sure. As you may have noticed, I am not from Groldavia.
Indeed, I noticed the absence of facial hair.
I've only been here for a few years and am not familiar with the traditions. I do not know local history, but there is an exhibit of regional cuisine, a tasting of local wines. And they burn a bearded straw doll dressed in red. That is to expel bad omens. What a curious superstition, isn't it?
You have no idea.
But if you are interested in these kind of details, I'll be holding a meeting with the creme de la creme of Groldavian society on the occasion. Maybe you can get there the information I alone cannot provide.
Interessant. Okay, jetzt müssen wir erstmal ein bisschen baggern.
Do you usually visit your neighbors to invite them to the local celebrations?
Only the ones who buy a huge castle uninhabited for decades and do not come to pay a courtesy visit to their baroness. You are no common neighbour, Lord Alistair.
Oh, milady, please. Who would dare to displease you?
I am sure you would be in your element with the dignitaries of our little town. Come to the meeting this evening, and we will confirm that.
Ja, wir hatten ja eben zu unserem Master gesagt gehabt, dass er das Haus verlassen soll für seine Studien, weil er die Bücher auch genauso gut in London hätte lesen können. Wissen Sie etwas über übernatürliche Phänomene?
Do you know anything about supernatural phenomena in the area?
What an odd question. Life in Groldavia is very quiet, Lord Alistair. Quiet as a sepulchre, I would say. If not for the little soirees I hold, I would spend all my days knitting or walking little Lily. You should come to the one this evening and get to know the local dignitaries. You will fit in immediately.
Ich danke Ihnen sehr für Ihren Besuch, aber ich bin gerade sehr beschäftigt.
You are most kind to show such courtesy, but I am in the middle of something extremely important.
That sounds interesting. What is it about?
Well, historical research of great value. My colleagues in London are expecting results, and...
That's exciting. A few moments of relaxation in the humble company of the most distinguished people in town may serve you well. Join our gathering this evening. There you'll be able to share your fabulous ideas.
Yes, of course. I give you my word as a gentleman that I will try to attend. Now, I am sure you must return to your duties, and I do not want to steal any more of your time.
Truth is, I am enjoying the conversation.
Oh, indeed. And there will be time to continue talking at some other point.
I hope so. Whatever your decision, I will be waiting.
Madame?
Oh, wie schön. Das ist so genial. Er ist so unsozial. Also
Where were we?
Er mag keine...
yes. Curiously, I am totally blank. This is going to require a good Havana cigar. Contemplating the goddess by the warmth of the fireplace always inspires me.
Also, was ich sagen wollte. Er ist so ein nicht sozialer Mensch und man hat die ganze Zeit gemerkt, wie er irgendwie versucht hatte, mit Höflichkeiten aus dieser Situation rauszukommen. Er hat doch nicht gesagt, oh ja, ich werde da sein, sondern ach ja, das werde ich mir überlegen oder wir sehen uns eventuell zu einem späteren Zeitpunkt, weil er einfach nicht unter Menschen sein möchte und ich kann das so nachvollziehen, es ist so cool. Okay.
My great collection, with all the classics. Spiritualism, divination, demonology, paganism, Santeria, voodoo, Kabbalah, black magic, white magic, magic of a brownish color. It is all here. That cruel TikTok does nothing but devour hours of my time.
Okay, wir brauchen erstmal seine Zigarre. Mal gucken, wo die gleich ist.
My investigations. Hundreds of notes, documents, outlines, and minutes. The day will come in which I achieve immortal fame thanks to these. But today is not that day.
Oh nein! Waldemar, dem Hexenmeister.
The commanding look of Waldemar Gorobek weighs on me day and night as I endeavor to write about his life and work.
Aber wenn die auf diesem Fest eine Puppe, die rot gekleidet ist, verbrennen wollen, hat das irgendwas mit dem zu tun? Ich meine, der hat da offensichtlich was Rotes an. Könnte sein. Oder? Was haben wir denn hier noch Gutes? Noch mehr Bücherregale? Hier ist sonst nichts. Ich gehe mal hier vorne hin. Was haben wir denn hier? Humidor.
What do we have here? Oh, an exquisite Havana cigar of such fine quality, even the band is excellent.
Hat er gerade erst
There are other
entdeckt.
cigars, but those are cheaper. And a finely engraved cigar cutter. It is pretty sharp.
Also nicht den Finger reinstecken. Okay.
Palace, goddess of wisdom, and a great influence on my work. I got it pretty cheap off an antique dealer, only because some feathered creature had decided to empty its bowels while flying over it. Nigel gave it a scrubbing, and here it is. Good as new.
Ja, das ist ja wunderbar, dass Nigel das gemacht hat.
The illustrious remote University of Miskatonic, with the consent of its dean and board of directors, hereby grant the degree of Scholar of Occultism and Theosophical Studies to Alistair Ainsworth, with all that such an honor entails.
Wunderbar. Buch auf
A
Rednerpult.
copy of The King in Yellow in perfect condition. I still have not made it past the first part.
Ja, dann sollte er vielleicht weiterlesen, hä? Wir schauen uns erst das gesamte Studierzimmer an, bevor wir da irgendwas an dem Kamin machen. Oh, wie schön.
Complete protection for the medieval man.
Ja. 3 weise Affen.
There is an old legend about 3 monkeys sent to the world as informers of the gods to watch over humans, and this figurine serves as protection from their nosiness. But I have seen Nigel sniffing around my books sometimes, so I guess it doesn't work on shaved gorillas.
Also wirklich. Was haben wir hier noch?
My aunt, Lady Wilhelmina Ainsworth. She was a pioneer of the women's rights movement. Mary Wollstonecraft once said of her, "Her ideas are inspiring, but I doubt she will be able to find a husband."
Ah. Der letzte Satz, ne?
My uncle, Lord Rupert Ainsworth. Everyone says there is a strong family resemblance between us. He moved in very genteel circles, at least up until a violent incident occurred, apparently caused by a disagreement over the color of a neckerchief, which ended with him expectorating on George Brummel's face. After that, of course, he was banished from high society, and he regretted the affair to his death. Coincidentally, he later came to be known as a champion of chic informal fashion, and he is now regarded as one of our most notable ancestors.
Ja, das ist doch cool.
My grandfather on my father's side, Lord Edward, the black sheep of the family, he devoted his time to science instead of letters, although it must be said that he did keep the family tradition, failing resoundingly.
Oh nein. Hier ist noch der Katalog.
Thanks to the sophisticated system I designed to organize my library, my workflow has improved a lot. No more searching among the shelves to find a book. It is now enough to open the appropriate drawer and glance through a couple hundred cards.
Oh Gott, da würde ich ja lieber im Regal gucken.
My great collection with all the classics. Spiritualism, divination, demonology.
Das hatten wir schon. So. Ich probiere das jetzt mal aus. Mal gucken, ob wir die Zigarre hier anzünden können. Die brauchen wir wahrscheinlich nicht. Er wollte ja die hier.
I have to cut off one end before smoking it.
Ja, stimmt, ja. Aber Zigarren schmecken irgendwie nicht. Weiß ich nicht, die riechen am Anfang vielleicht ganz gut. Aber, schön. Aber ich finde, kalter Zigarrengeruch, den kriegt man einfach überhaupt nicht irgendwo raus und der stinkt einfach richtig. So.
O goddess of wisdom, beacon of poets, giver of light and mother of science, I commend myself to you. Good heavens, what a fine cigar! It would be a pity to enjoy it with no appropriate accompaniment. I'll ask Nigel to bring me a glass of brandy. Why do you punish me so? I only beseech you for a spark of inspiration. What have I done to you? Ah, archaic idols. If you were of any importance, they would still make sacrifices in your name. Not that long ago, beings of flesh and blood showed the world that there is no need for churches to work miracles. Humans, able to know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. People like you. Oh yes, the time of the gods is over. Now we live in the season of the Warlock. How many secrets your story conceals. I would give anything to discover them. I would give my soul for you to share them with me.
That can be arranged.
What?
Oops.
Who is there?
You were saying something about giving your soul.
You are... Oh my God!
Well, I am not that popular anymore. You can call me Voldemort.
Ups. Wie schön. Also, schön, dich kennenzulernen. Ich bin ein Bewunderer. Wie kommt es, dass du mit mir sprechen kannst? Und bist du hinter meiner Seele her? Ja, offensichtlich.
Are you going to demand that I be true to my word and deliver my soul?
Your soul? What would I want with that filth?
Well, it is the usual bargaining chip in these cases, you know.
Oh, no. Keep your soul with you. You will lose it anyhow in the dumbest of ways. It always happens. I only wish to make a deal.
Wie cool. Okay, wir fangen aber oben an. Schön, dich kennenzulernen. Ich bin ein Bewunderer.
I welcome you, O great Warlock. I have spent years studying your life and work. I have come here to live where you lived, to breathe the air you breathed, to tread on the soil you trod. There are so many things we have to talk about.
For the moment, let's talk about what we can do for each other.
Wie kommt es, dass du mit mir sprechen kannst?
Where are you talking from? Are you back from the dead?
Truth is, I never left. Even though it's been refurnished, this is still my home. Part of my ubiquitous presence has been observing you since you arrived, scrutinizing. Now that you've finally come to the realization that it is futile to continue with what you call your greatest work by conventional means, I think you are someone with whom it's possible to come to an agreement.
So, jetzt bin ich gespannt. Was genau schlägst du vor? Ich bin zu allen Schandtaten bereit. Und willig.
Fine then, let's get down to business. What do you want from me?
I want you to be the keeper of my secrets, of my ancestral magic. Do you want respect, applause, recognition? I will provide you with such tools that you will be revered, adored, and...
Fine, you have convinced me. Where do I sign?
One moment, my friend. All this comes with a price.
Ah, so it comes to this. Let me fetch my checkbook. Shall I write W. Gorebeck, or would you rather it be to the bearer? I will return right away. Do not move.
I do not want anything material. I am a free soul, you understand? I want you to fulfill the vow of vengeance I swore against those who betrayed me. The ones responsible for my incorporeal prison.
Das klingt cool. Warum eigentlich nicht? Ich habe so meine Zweifel. Ich würde gerne ein paar Dinge klarstellen. Oder ich brauche keine weiteren Erklärungen, aber ich muss alles abwägen. Ich würde gerne sagen, ich möchte bitte das noch weiter erklärt haben, aber alles in allem finde ich, das ist ein eigentlich ganz geiler Deal und ich wär wahrscheinlich am Start. So,
There are certain details I cannot fathom, matters that evade my knowledge.
Do ask, but I warn you, do not abuse my patience.
So. Es ist schon zu spät, um sich mit den Verrätern zu befassen. Die Verschwörer, bin ich ihnen auf der Spur? Wenn du so mächtig warst, warum konntest du die Verschwörung nicht vermeiden? Oder warum jetzt? Oder bin ich der Erste, an den du dich wendest? Och, ja, das ist wichtig. Ich will schon der Einzige sein. Also... So, hauen wir mal rein. Die Verschwörer, bin ich ihnen... Nee. Machen wir das.
Centuries have passed since then. I think time has already done that for you.
Oh yes, do not remind me of that. That is why I am still here. I cannot rest in peace until their seed has completely vanished from this world in the name of vengeance, as I swore. To be honest, back then I thought it would be easier. But I made some miscalculations. One cannot think clearly when fire licks your body as it burns your organs.
Wir müssen die Frau, die wir im Eingangsbereich getroffen haben, ich wette, die müssen wir töten. Die Verschwörer, bin ich ihnen auf der Spur?
I don't think I am wrong when it comes to the identity of those traitors.
True indeed. You already know their names. Eugen of Kruberjan, Nietzsche Lukanesk, and Vladimir Arkov. 3 ruffians I thought were loyal, until they got the chance to betray me and steal my power. That interest of yours, does it mean you will help me?
I have to think about it.
Also, da muss ich gar nicht hinterm Berg halten. Ich habe da voll Bock drauf. Das würde ich auf jeden Fall machen. Das Spiel hat mich jetzt schon voll gecatcht, muss ich sagen. Also ich find's voll geil. Wenn du so mächtig warst, warum konntest du die Verschwörung nicht vermeiden?
Were you unable to flee by using the vast knowledge you are offering me?
I was stripped of the sources of my power. Thanks to them, I became the greatest mind to walk upon this world. The very world that could have been mine. But without them, I was left mostly unprotected. If you agree to impact me, I will tell you how to use them. You will be strong enough to command armies with a single gesture. Access a universe of knowledge hidden from mere mortals since the elder times. And as ridiculous as your words may be, they will captivate even the most skeptical, who will follow you without hesitation. Tell me, Alistair, would you like to be a titan, or would you rather be a risible aristocrat?
Truth is, it is very tempting. I am considering it.
So, warum denn ausgerechnet jetzt?
Were you unable to fulfill your vow of vengeance during the many years you have been trapped in your immaterial prison?
Well, things happened, mostly related to the real estate market. Look, when your body is turned to ash, your spirit cannot appear through the usual means. It is written in the Ghostly Appearances Regulations book that those who die this way can only possess a portrait or image of themselves. And in the event that none exist, their last known residence instead. I never commissioned a portrait when I was alive. Medieval art was not very appealing. This one was done much later, so my essence was confined to this very castle, the doors of which no one would enter for many centuries. Then the purchase of haunted mansions rose. Is not any moment a good one to wreak bloody vengeance? What you say, Alistair? Will you be my executor?
I am a bit indecisive.
So, aber jetzt die wichtigste Frage zuerst. Bin ich der Erste, an den du dich wendest? Will ich der Einzige sein? Also...
In all these centuries, have you not found a single candidate to carry out your plan? to be honest, that does not instill a lot of confidence.
Oh yes, there was somebody. A painter. What was his name? It was many decades ago. Well, it does not matter now. At first we had some serious communication problems. It is quite difficult to talk when you are a building. In the end we became friends, as he painted this portrait of me. Thanks to which I recovered my voice. Sadly, he was not very accustomed to his work talking to him. So he ended up being a bit disobedient. Not long after, he vanished without a trace. It's a pity. It could have been a very fruitful relationship for both of us. I hope you are less imprudent. Will you help me?
Well, I have to consider.
Ja gut, also wenn mein Vorgänger wirklich ein Maler ist und ich muss wirklich andere Künstler wertschätzen, dann ist das wohl noch in Ordnung für mich. Ich bin trotzdem dabei.
What you ask me demands an important choice. I must reflect.
Enough faltering! You must decide. Are you with me or against me?
Das ist doch keine Frage. Natürlich bin ich dabei. Jetzt mach doch den Pakt akzeptieren. Sofort. Ja. Du hast den Pakt angenommen und wirst zum Werkzeug für die Rache des Hexenmeisters. Die Geschichte im Spiel wird sich zu 100% auf Basis dieser Entscheidung ändern. Wird Lord Alistair mutig genug sein, um Waldemars Wünsche zu erfüllen? Danke, dass du die Demo gespielt hast. Wir hoffen, sie hat dir gefallen. Ich finde sie richtig geil. Richtig geil. Also, ja, ich werde die auf jeden Fall noch komplett spielen. Ich weiß nur nicht, ob auf dem Kanal. Das kommt drauf an, ob ihr das mögt oder nicht. Aber ich find's voll geil. Ich hab da voll Bock drauf. Ja, mal schauen, ob wir uns den Trailer noch zusammen anschauen. Mal gucken. Alter. Ich meine, ganz ehrlich, dieser Trailer hat's ja eigentlich nur noch mal mehr gezeigt. Ich liebe dieses Spiel. Also, ja, vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Immer schön kreativ sein und bye!